welcome to the No Spin News for Thursday, April 10th, 2025. Stand up for your country. It's all about emotion now. The stock market gyrations, up, down, in, out. It's not companies that may prosper, that may go into the tank. Not about that. It's about Donald Trump, what he's doing, how the media is spinning it, all of that. So it's all emotion. And when emotion takes over, your best strategy is to pull back. I'm not doing anything, okay? I'm basically, I'm going to talk to my financial guys after this broadcast. There's maybe one or two opportunities, but they're very conservative opportunities that I might take advantage of. But when you have a situation that is totally beyond your control, my control, anybody's control, then you want pull back. Don't listen to these television nitwits. They don't know what they're talking about. They got to fill their time. Now, we here, we're going to tell you some pretty interesting things tonight, things that are going to help you if you analyze them. The first thing is that this is all about power, world economic power. President Trump wants to increase America's power. And he's doing so in a very, very aggressive way. Okay, shock and awe. I would have done it in a different way. I would have done a slower rollout on the tariffs. I would have explained it more. I would have been calmer and allowed the market some kind of, at least deliberation. That's how I would have done it. But that's not President Trump's style. His style is to throw the hand grenade in, blow everything up, and then come out with a better deal. And he may. He absolutely may. But he might not. And that's where the uncertainty and the panic fit in. And that is the subject of tonight's Talking Points memo. So let's run it down for you. Another turbulent day. I hate looking at the ticker, but I have to because of my job. And it's all about China right now. So I do anticipate that a week from today, the leader of Italy, Meloni, is going to show up here. And that is going to start the deal-making process with the EU and with Mexico and with Canada. I think those deals will get done. I could be wrong, but I think the strategy is get the deals done with the EU and the countries in our hemisphere, and then China will be isolated. Okay? I think that's what it is. Again, nobody's told me that, but I'm reading what's happening. So the United States has a tremendous amount of power over China, and it's not even reported. CNN is openly sympathizing with China, and other commentators too. They're rooting for China to beat Trump. It's unbelievable. China is the most heinous country in the world by far. As we reported yesterday, we laid it out. Their war machine is being funded by US dollars. Now, this is vital for you to understand. Every year, the United States pumps at least $600 billion into China. Two ways. The trade imbalance, all right, which we reported yesterday at $300 billion, and investments. Chinese corporations and some individuals, not many, but the Chinese government, buy U.S. treasuries. Okay? They're bonds. They pay interest. And the money comes out into China. So, trade imbalance, $300 billion, and the interest level is $332 billion. That's more than $600 billion a year coming from us to them. Trump knows that's insane because much of that money is used to finance their war machine over there. Think about it. The stats I give you are in stone. Now, the Chinese also invest in the EU, but not as much as here. So China is dependent on the United States. They can hurt us. They pull that investment out of our treasuries. That's going to hurt. But if we take the marketplace and say to China, you got to pay 125% on every T-shirt you send here, it's going to close down factories over there. Who's going to make that up? Putin? Nobody wants rubles. Okay, I mean, who? So they know that in China. They're blustering now. The Chinese economy will collapse unless a deal is made. All right? Now, I said as much on News Nation last night. Go. They're using the $300 billion trade surplus a year to fund their military machine, their war machine. That is ultra dangerous. Trump believes it. He's going to crush them economically, or at least bleed them until they come to the table and make better deals. There you go.
But why would they come to the table? What's the theory?
Because their economy is going to collapse without the U.S. market. Okay. So that is my belief. All right. And it's speculation, but it's educated speculation. In the next segment on News Nation, I went away. A guy named Scott Galloway shows up. He is a professor of marketing at NYU. He's also on the New York Times Company Board of Directors, so that tells you pretty much all you need to know about Scott Galloway. Here's what he said. Go.
I realize it's bad form to comment on a previous guest, but I just want to highlight, in terms of our ability to quote unquote wreck the Chinese economy, the largest trading partner of China is the Association of Southeast Asian Nations at about $1 trillion. Number two is actually the EU at $900 billion. We're third at $800 billion.
So what? The Southeast Asian nations, yeah, they trade with them, okay, but they trade at a much lower level, and they're not using Vietnamese currency to fund anything. And there's no investment by Chinese corporations to speak of in Southeast Asia. There is in the EU and Japan, but not to the level of the United States. Now, Galloway's never going to tell you that, ever, because his thesis is that Trump bad, China not so bad, Trump bad. We get this? Okay. Now, I want you to know the truth. We have leverage over China. I believe a deal will get done between Xi and Trump. Not going to be easy, obviously, but they're going to meet face to face. I hope it's in June. I'm hearing in the Gulf. And then let's iron all of this out. We don't need a worldwide economic war. No one needs that. Everyone will get hurt. United States getting hurt now. Folks are getting hurt now. China, you'll never hear about them getting hurt. It'll be like COVID. So the Chinese government said, yeah, we had a couple of hundred cases of COVID, but that's all. Meanwhile, about 100,000 people died. But you'll never get that. They'll never say it. So this is very intense right now. Very, very intense. I'm rooting for my country. I'm not rooting for Donald Trump or the Republican Party. I'm rooting for my country. The trade deals are not fair. Every honest person knows that. They're not. Let's hope they get better for the USA and that we can de-intensify all of this. That's a memo. Getting quality sleep is not easy, and without it, all aspects of our lives will suffer. Thankfully, there's a solution. Beam's Dream Powder. This healthy hot cocoa has already transformed sleep for many. With delicious flavors like cinnamon, cocoa, sea salt, caramel, it's only 15 calories and 0 grams of sugar per serving. Guilt-free and effective. Dream's all-natural ingredients like magnesium, melatonin, help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up refreshed. It's easy to add to your nighttime routine. Just mix it up with hot water or milk before bed. Want to try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder? you can get up to 40% off for a limited time at shopbeam.com/Bill and use code Bill at checkout. That's shop, BEAM.com/Bill, code Bill for up to 40% off. Okay, we have a YouTube channel and closing in on 1 million subscribers. We'd like you to help us out, youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. And I'm going to change it up today with a new commentary about people interviewing other people on television and what not to do. And I made some of these mistakes, and you'll see one. All right, the Barney Frank interview. I'm going to play a little bit on the YouTube thing. All right, let's go to the mail. We got Leslie Cluse, Edina, Minnesota. Hey, Bill, my family and I have watched you for many years. We appreciate what you do. My question, if the EU has proposed zero tariffs, why isn't President Trump in agreement with this? Because he wants an admission fee for all countries to sell in the USA, and that's a 10% tariff. It's like going to Disneyland. You want to sell in the most lucrative market on the planet, you got to buy a ticket. That's what he's doing. Angela Ongapin, Chino Hills, California. Apparently, the anonymous source who gave CNBC the news that the tariff would be paused was correct. Angela, no. They jumped the gun by 24 hours, and in that time, a lot of things happen. So I know you're cutting CNBC a bunch of slack there, but got to report real time. Linda, people gave Joe Biden 4 years to destroy the country. Can they give Trump at least 1 year to bring it back? No. People go moment to moment. That's where they live. Not going to do that. Charles, concierge member, Dan Abrams said, Donald Trump has taken more extreme positions in his second term. I'm not certain which positions are extreme. Is deportation of criminal illegalities extreme? No, I wouldn't say it's extreme, but sending them to an El Salvadoran prison is, and the tariffs are, well, those are extreme. Pedro Santos, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Mr. O'Reilly, thank you for the no spin news. I've followed you since you were at Fox. We all know there's hatred for Trump, but I can't find a core reason why. 3 reasons. Number 1, he's an outsider, political outsider. Okay? The political press and DC hate that. They don't want outsiders, Pedro. You got to go into the game. Number 2, he's bombastic. A lot of people don't like that personality trait, being bombastic. And Mr. Trump is. I know that because I am. Somewhat, not as much as he is. And number 3, he's not woke. He's against all the woke stuff. And so there you go. You're up against the left on that one. William Woodward, Laredo, Texas. It would seem to be prudent to keep Elon Musk and other advisors out of the spotlight. Their work seems to be best done in the background, allow President Trump to take the credit. I'm not going to argue with that. I don't think Elon is going to be around much longer. I don't know. I don't have any insight. I just feel feeling for now. Robert Reynolds, Nashville, Tennessee. You're the only person, O'Reilly, I can get a sensible answer from. I've heard many opinions on peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. I haven't heard or read anything about the peace talks since the blow-up in the Oval Office with Zelensky. Now, they're at the peace table, but Putin's not allowing his negotiators to do anything. It's a Putin play. Alan Kai, Saratoga, California, just read Confronting the Presidents, thought it was wonderful, yay. About to graduate from high school, and I enjoy the additional context you provided to my understanding of history. Well, you're way smarter than most of your peers, Alan, by reading that book, because you're going to go into college now, and you're going to know about your country, which is important. All right, we want you to go to our store and pick up the Not Woke Mom mug, and we're twinning it with Killing the Witches. So you give Mom the mug and the book. You can buy both separately for Mom if you're short on cash, but that's a nice combo gift for Mom. We're going to have the Not Woke Dad mugs for, we got them now, if you want to get Father's Day early. Then we got the Not Woke gear. This is for everybody. Golf shirts, T-shirts, baseball hats. There I am. And mugs. All right. Confronting Evil will be out September 9th. You can pre-order that. And if you re-up or sign up for concierge or premium membership on BillO'Reilly.com, any book free. We'll give you any book free. Isn't that nice of us? Come on. Okay, we are going to do, in the final thought, a piece on how dumb the press is. Right back with it. There is a lot of talk about government debt, but the real crisis is personal debt. You need Done with Debt. They have unique strategies to help end your debt fast, so you can keep more of your hard-earned money. And they will not try to sell you a loan. They're tough negotiators, will go one-on-one with your credit card and loan companies to drastically reduce bills, eliminate interest, erase penalties. Clients end up with more money in their pocket on month one, and they don't stop until you're debt-free. Take a few minutes. Visit donewithdebt.com. It's free, but listen, some solutions are time sensitive, so you have to move quickly. Go to donewithdebt.com. Donewithdebt.com. Tell them Bill sent you. There is a growing real estate crime out there. The FBI calls it house stealing. Criminals forge your signature on one document, file it with a fake notary stamp. Just like that, your title's gone. Then criminals can take out loans or sell without you knowing. So, when is the last time you checked your home's title? Probably never, and the scammers know it. That's why I trust Home Title Lock's $1 million triple lock protection. You get 24/7 monitoring, urgent alerts, and if fraud does occur, they'll spend up to $1 million to restore your title at no added cost. Please go to HomeTitleLock.com. Use promo code BILL250 now for a free title history report and access to your title expert. $250 value when you sign up. HomeTitleLock.com, code BILL250. All right, final thought of the day, as I have told you, and I did an interview with Dan Abrams on his Sirius channel today, and I just said, you know, a lot of the television pundits aren't smart enough to do the job. They don't know enough. So let me give you you know about me and cliches. Cliches drive me nuts. This is what I hear every single day that I watch television news, all right? Every day I hear that the same words over and over and over. The first one, by the way. Go.
And by the way, this whole thing with Trump right now, and I take the view that he's going for real here.
And oh, by the way, he hasn't charged reciprocal tariffs.
We're not using Jennifer's last name, by the way, for privacy reasons.
By the way, 39 billion reopened.
And by the way, the average U.S. tariff was 2.5%.
Stop saying by the way. Stop saying at the end of the day. And stop saying we'll see. Go.
All right, well, we'll have to see how it all plays out.
Well, we'll see if the fiscal problems are fixed in the near term.
And then we'll see if they have the votes.
And we'll see how they cover it this time.
Kate, when you're being paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, you got to give me more than we'll see. Okay? Jeez. I mean, where is the quality control? By the way, by the way, by the way. This means they're not thinking. They're not thinking. They're reciting. Ugh. I know, it's me. I know it's me. I know you don't care. But I had to do it. Final thought. We'll have a column on the Biden books. You're going to like this column on Sunday. We thank you for watching us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and we'll see you again on Monday. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.